What's going on, guys? Well, Ross and Steve here wanting to check in for week 8. I guess we'll just do a run through of a couple different things that happened this week. So, I guess the first off, the most notable thing, at least for me, I know, is definitely going to be the fact that my cardio got increased to an hour a day. Up from, I was doing 45 minutes a day. I know the check-in said 30, but I was doing 45. So, and what I'm finding is that the actual jump to an hour a day from 45 minutes is actually pretty significant. And one of the biggest things I'm having problems with is keeping my heart rate low. So what I've been doing is I've just been holding onto the paddles at the end of every song because, I listen to music. And at the end of the workout, it tells me the average. And I've been able to decrease the average. Actually, I'm embarrassed to say that the first time I did it, the average was over 150. But now I've gotten it down so it's in the 130s. So I'm just going to try to keep it around there, keep it at the lower 130s, upper 120s. And that's what I'm going for as an average, just trying to chill out and make sure I don't burn any muscle when I'm doing cardio. And I know that Ross, during the check-in, he got put on a couple cardio sessions, so I'm happy about that.
Just a few, though.
He'll get to...
Which Steve's showing me how to do it. I didn't know much about keeping your heart rate at a certain part. I never really do it, and I've never been much of a cardio guy. When I do it, it doesn't totally wipe me out, but it's definitely noticeable. I'm not used to it at all. But I mean, Steve's is way worse. So I don't really have reason to complain. I mean, his cardio, it also affects me. I'm just saying because this guy has very little energy in the gym. And as his partner, sometimes I really gotta motivate him and tell him what a piece of shit he's being because that we've talked about that before. That's how Steve. If you upset him enough in that way, he will work out harder. That's just how it works. I remind him that, this isn't for pussies and, he's being a little girl and then he'll hit it a lot. He'll hit it a lot harder. I find it's very mental. It's very mental at this point.
And a big thing that I'm finding too is that I have to be very particular about when I take my carbs in the day. 6 days out of the week, I only eat 75 carbs, as my diet. So what I've been doing is eating no carbs before I go do the cardio because I don't need energy. I can just be on the thing like a zombie, and that's what I am. I look like a zombie, I feel like a zombie. And I just kind of grunt at people, But then, afterwards, I go directly from that cardio, just drenched in sweat, to class.
Smelling like crap.
I have a girlfriend, so I don't really give a shit, I sit down next to people, they're all like, oh, but I already got a girlfriend, so I got no one left to impress,
After the cardio.
So I go there, and that's when I try to take 50% of my daily value of carbs right there. And the reason I do that is just because during weekdays, I'll work out after those classes. So, I have an hour break in between my cardio, my classes. Well, it's an hour and a half to be fair. So I try to eat all the carbs at the beginning of that hour and a half break, just to make sure that I do have some energy. And so far, that's actually been working. I've been doing that 2 days. It works well.
I think the craziest thing, and I'm going to interject, because this ties into what Steve was just talking about. Aside from timing, I think scheduling has been the biggest challenge for us that we've had to adapt to this past couple of weeks. Because, school started, right? So Steve's taking 6 classes. I work 2 jobs, and I take 5 classes. We have totally different schedules. We use 4 different gyms to make this happen because they all have different operating hours. So, today we go to our back gym, which is, specifically open at this time on Sundays and has the right equipment. And then bench day we go to our Tuesday gym, and it's tough, too, because, Steve's coming straight from class. He'll go to his cardio in the morning, go to class, and then I get off work, and that's when we meet up and do bench day. You know what I mean? So he's already done, an hour of cardio, had, a little break, and then we're back in it. You know what I mean? Doing our bench presses and stuff, and then I go to my classes, and it's, so that's why when people, whenever, everyone, when people know you go to the gym, they always want to talk to you about how they want to get involved in going to the gym. And you always get that. And people are like, oh, I'm going to start going. I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. I feel like, dude, I work 2 jobs and take 5 classes. I make time. That's the biggest thing with this is just making it happen. It's the same with meal prep. If you want to, I just feel like if you want to get results of this, you have to put in a lot of work. And it's not just going to the gym and doing the HRT workout. It's after going to the gym, making, a ton of sandwiches for my next work day so that way I can hit my numbers all day long.
I cooked 4 pounds of chicken yesterday.
Yeah, no, that's tonight. I'm gonna make like 5 chicken turkey sandwiches. You know what I mean? 4 or 5. Maybe throw in a peanut butter sandwich to, because that's on my diet now. And luckily at my new job, my internship, they let me just eat at my desk. So I can just sit and do work and hit my numbers all day. My macros or whatever, which definitely helps. But it adds like the meal prep. I mean, diet. I think is easily just as important as the actual working out, especially in this program. Because I'll drop weight real quick, and I need like a lot of food to recover. Steve's cutting a ton of weight. It takes a lot of work to do that.
Yeah, I've actually lost 3 pounds this week, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I went up.
Yeah, Ross has been up.
161.
So he's happy. He went up. I'm happy.
Same.
I went down, which is good because I was worried because last week I actually went up.
Yep.
I think like a pound.
I know.
It was also a different scale, so to be fair, I don't know what happened, but
I know 161 is not like the biggest deal in the world compared to like the animal reps and all these guys that we like talk to and look up to or whatever. But like, I mean, I was at 150 forever before HRT. Just perpetually 150. My muscles would get visibly more defined and toned, but I never seemed to break that. It was always between like 150, 155, depending on what time of the day I stepped on the scale. And now I'm 161. So like, yeah, like it's not like I'm also like 5'6", 5'7". You know what I mean? So I'm not like I'm not Mike Van Wyck. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It was a cool thing to see those numbers up on that scale for the first time. It's definitely like busting through plateaus, and by the end of the contest, I definitely 165 minimum is the goal, and I think it's definitely doable.
well, I'll tell you. I mean, this week has been weird. I guess on my part, like I haven't had like, I've lost weight, which is good. But as far as like actual putting up weight and the actual HRT program, training, it's been very difficult for me to actually keep weight this week. And I've been able to do it. In fact, I even went up on some things, which I was like really happy about. But then yesterday I experienced a big setback, which was leg day, which is something that historically I'm very strong at, I always consider like that's my thing, like Ross has his back day, I have my leg day. And, like squats and all that, like I love them, But, yesterday I went in and did leg press, which was our first exercise. And by the end of it, like I thought I was going to pass out. Like I was like, and it wasn't just like a head rush, like I was dazed.
It was weird. I never seen him like that.
I was dazed.
Never seen that.
I was like babbling around, like.
He was wearing
and I mean, like the leg press itself felt really weird, and what I'm attributing that to is I've been doing cardio for 6 days a week at a different level than I've done before, and because my legs felt like numb when I was trying to put up 600 pounds, and I was like, I don't understand why this is so hard. I've done this before, like I don't understand, So I took it easy yesterday. I ended up not finishing the exercises just because I really wasn't there, I felt really bad about missing that workout, but I helped Ross apply HRT. It's just I was just mentally not there.
Yeah, he just like hung out and helped me finish the workout while he was like hobbling around the gym. It was real weird. I've never seen Steve like that on leg day. I guess it's the cardio and the diet and I don't know what the hell it is.
Lack of sleep too. I'm also taking 2 advanced accounting classes and studying for CPA. Mm-hmm. So I think I also made the mistake of only getting 4 hours of sleep that night, and I wasn't able to do it. I wasn't able to do all of them together. I think it's funny. I actually slept 12 hours last night. Mm-hmm. I just went to bed. My girlfriend was over. I was like, "Good night, bye."
Night.
She was watching a movie.
Hi,
so I was like,
night.
Night.
I get it, man.
So,
yep.
I will say though, one thing that's cool is like our military press is strong. Like our shoulders are getting real strong, which is historically something that has been real weak for me, which is like something I'm really grateful to see.
Yep.
Like
I'm about to have plates on there. I'm pumped. You already do, but I'm about to have 45s on there.
Yeah, and I'm about to go up to I guess 55 on either side. 45 on a 10. So I'm like real happy about that.
I did 125 this week. What'd you do? Like 150?
I did 145.
You did 145. I did 125.
I'm gonna go up to 155.
That's with the barbell press. You'll see that in the video, so just check those out. We were both pretty happy with that.
And then on the last thing that we needed to talk about, I guess, weight's doing good. Our actual body weight is doing good. Cardio is doing good. Diet is good. But I guess the last thing is form. I guess we will. We're going to back day right now, so I guess we're going to take a photo of us doing form, a video of us doing form properly for.
Weighted wide grips.
Weighted wide grips, just to show that we are capable of taking direction. So.
Yep. We're gonna do that spotting him like this.
Yeah,
whatever. Tom shit.
He'll be at my mercy. My butt's gonna be right in his face.
Oh, it's gonna be so sweet.
All right. Well, yeah. these shirts were Ross's idea. I had nothing to do with it. And
I don't know what you're talking about. We'll see you guys at the Arnold.
all right.